Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. So I'm supposed to find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, and then, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one
cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Kiki don't need: money.
No, I think it's a double standard because we each need different things from each other, and women like to be able to go to their man for him to provide things. It can be financially, physically, but usually primarily financially. And by financially, it doesn't have to necessarily be everything, but something. You know, they like to be with a guy that they feel like makes more money than them, maybe has more than they do. It makes them feel small and feminine. So if you make $50,000 a year and you want your man to make like 80, I think that's reasonable. That can be fair. The problem is when you want these egregious, unrealistic things that don't make sense. If you're making $50,000 a year, why do you want a man that makes $1 million? And you're usually never going to be in the same environments as those men unless you're some high ticket bottle girl or at a club somewhere. And even then, it's like he's not looking to take on your issues of you being so severely broke. Now, men don't really care about how much money women make because it's not the same thing. A man is not with you because of how much money you make. I think it was definitely really unique how she said, you should seek out a man to service you in the way that you need to be serviced. Because if you're a woman who's a mechanic, it's like you're not looking for a man to fix your car. You're just not, because that's a skill set that you already have. But maybe you are looking for a man to fix other things. Maybe you're a woman that doesn't really like cooking that much, or you're not really that good at it, and you prefer a man who is. Because there are men who like to cook and they're really good at it, and that's something they're passionate about. Maybe he doesn't mind that you're a girl that likes working on cars because he's like, well, that's one thing I have to do. And that's just your dynamic. Some people are going to look at it and they're going to feel however they want to feel about it. You know, you being a man that cooks a lot and she fixes cars. But as long as y'all are happy and it's a healthy, stable relationship and interaction, it doesn't matter what strangers on the internet think or even people that you know personally. But she's right. Like, men aren't going to be super picky when it comes to women financially because we're not looking for them to provide for us financially. And so as women go up this ladder economically, there are less men at the top who they have access to. And those men at the top have both the women at their level and below at their disposal. So that can be really difficult as well. But how do y'all feel about this? Leave it down in the comments below.